Hello friends, we have number 24 of 24 videos today, workouts. Thank you for sticking with me for all 24. This is going to just close out this series of 24 with a yoga practice or some stretching. So just come to an easy seated pose onto your mat, onto the floor. If you have carpet, you may not need to roll out a mat, that's fine. And we're just going to start taking a few deep breaths. Now, if you need to, you can pause this video for a few moments and just ground and breathe and let go of your day. This is going to be a seated practice, and then we're going to be lying down. So we're going to get some good stretching through, but while we just relax into the poses a little bit more. So we can bring the arms out to the side when you are ready. Inhale, lift the arms, flip up toward the ceiling, and then exhale, press the arms right back down to your side. Again, inhale, lift, flipping the palms to face each other, and back down. Good. Give me 3 more. Keeping your core engaged here. Beautiful. Try to relax through the shoulders as much as you can. Lifting and back down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. This time, bring your arms in front, and we're just going to rest them down on the floor. So I'm starting to hinge forward just a little bit. Breathing into the hips right here. Pull your belly into your spine. Nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, just a little bend of the elbows towards you, the chest lowers down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, small bend. Beautiful, 3 more. Inhale, lift. We should start to feel this into the glute area, into the outer thigh. The belly is engaged, so we're locking that core in as much as you can. One more time. Again, it's not about flattening out through the belly, but the muscle engagement, tightening those muscles. Inhale, tuck your chin and just round yourself all the way up. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Right back down to your side. 2 more of those. Inhale. So the head can stay centered, or you can look up towards the hands. Just kind of depends on how the neck feels and where you want to take it into the neck. Inhale, lift. This time, bring the arms forward, reaching the arms forward just as much as you can. Relax the chin towards your chest. Now, inhale, flat back. So we're starting to lift up right here. And then exhale, just allow the chin to come down. Forehead coming towards the mat, towards the floor. Inhale, lift. And right back down. So again, we're getting that stretch through the glutes. 2 more. Inhale, lift. If that's too much through the belly area, then you can just tuck the chin right here. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Slide your hands in. Lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Perfect. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Right back down to your side. 2 more. So we're using our breathing just to calm us, to center us. Inhale, lift. We come into stretches better, reach forward, or we can relax into the position even when it's a big stretch. So we come to flat back right here. 1 bend in the elbows, trying to keep the back nice and flat. Inhale, straighten the arms, and then just collapse forward, tucking the chin. Back to your flat back. 1 bend in the elbows. Lifting back up. A tuck of the chin to round through the spine. Flat back. Bend the elbows 1 last time. Back to seated. Tuck the chin. And then drag the hands in, rounding up one backbone at a time. Inhale, lift the arms up. We're going to add in a side bend to the right side. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches for the ceiling, but I want you to press into your left glute. So now I'm feeling that stretch all the way from my fingertips down to my hip. Inhale, lift straight up, and then just release the left arm down. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Same thing over to the left side. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches towards the ceiling, over to the right side, and press the right hip down into the mat, into the floor. Inhale, press into the left hand as you start to straighten, and then bring the right hand down to your side. Core engaged. Inhale, lift. We're going to add that forward fold right here. Bring the arms forward, keep the back nice and flat. Sit up a bit taller as you inhale, bend your elbows as you exhale, lowering towards the ground, tucking the chin, and then bringing your hands in, rounding your shoulders at the top. One more time like that. Inhale, lift. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches for the ceiling, over to the side, and press into the left hip. Inhale, come back to center, and then release the left arm down. Both arms reach for the ceiling. Again, focus on your breath. If you do nothing else through this practice, focus on your breath. Inhale, lift. Release. That can be one of our biggest stress relievers, calmers to the body. It's just being able to breathe, reach forward, flat back. Bend the elbows, exhaling down, tuck the chin, inhale, claw the hands in, drag them in at a shoulder roll at the top. Beautiful. Keep your core engaged, and we're going to switch position with the legs. So, however you had them crossed before, we're just going to cross the opposite leg in first. This is for balancing through the hips. Shoulders back and down, and breathe. So we're going to take 3 more breaths right here. Just grounding the hips down into the mat, breathing into the outer thighs, and then engaging through the belly for support through the low back. Just add that arm sweep overhead. Inhale, lift. Right back down to your side. So again, I'm adding in a little lift with the chin. You do not have to. Let's go again. Inhale. You can keep the head centered right here. Exhale. Give me 3 more. Inhale, lift. Bracing through your belly, and then bringing the hands down to your side. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect job. Inhale, lift. This time we fold forward, reach forward. And we go into that little elbow bend, straighten through the spine as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the elbows. So I'm looking at my hands. And then as I come down, I can start to look in from the hands, maybe 6 to 12 inches. Inhale, lift. Just kind of depends on how long your arms are. Exhale, come down. 2 more. Again, we're breathing into the hips and the outer thighs. We should be feeling a stretch here. If you do not feel anything, I want you to sit up a little bit taller, straighten through the back, press your tailbone into the mat, and then exhale, fold forward. Hopefully you got something right there. Inhale, lift back up, and then gently walk the hands in this time. Perfect. Inhale, sweep the arms up, right back down to your side. 2 more. Bracing through the belly, lift through the shoulders. Inhale to a flat back. Arms maybe straighten a little bit more. Exhale and fold forward. You move within your range. We should be feeling this through the glutes and through the outer thighs. Exhale, come down. If you feel this a lot as far as the folding forward and the pressure into the legs too more, and with this cross position, come up a little higher if you need. Exhale. Going for as much comfort as we can in this position. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, come forward. Tuck the chin and round up. One backbone at a time. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep up. Right back down to your side. Two more. Inhale, lift. So I know many of you have shoulder issues. Maybe you don't lift the arms as high. We're going for range of motion through the shoulders, but all of the movements should be very manageable. They're going to be challenging, but we work within your range, so I'm not asking you to come out of that range at all. Inhale, lift. Side bend over to the right side. Left arm reaching for the ceiling, and then to the side, pressing into the left hip. Maybe you can come a little deeper into the position. Inhale, lift, and back down. So the reason I'm asking you to stay in your range with this one, inhale up and over to the side, is we're really working with our breath to relax the body. Inhale, lift, and reach down. Now we're going to add that forward fold. Inhale, lift. Bring the arms forward. So again, if you need to, bring the arms forward. Stay upright a little bit more. That way it's not compressing through the belly. Inhale. Little elbow bend if you can manage. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, little elbow bend. This time tuck the chin and then round yourself to your seated position. Shoulder roll at the top. One more set. Inhale, lift. So I want you, every time you come through this practice, side bend over, to work just relaxing and releasing through the body into your stretches and to the side. More than trying to force the stretch. When you relax, exhale, come over, the body will stretch a whole lot more. Inhale, lift, and down. I like to use the comparison, the analogy, I guess, to a reach forward, to a baby. If you've ever been around a baby, a toddler who is fighting their sleep, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the elbows. You know how miserable it can be for them. It can be miserable for you too, but for them especially, straighten the arms. Inhale. Because it's something they want so much, but they won't give into. Lift up. I don't know, maybe that works with teenagers too, right? Exhale, come down. Two more times, really breathing into the hips. But as soon as you get that, and they surrender to it, then that sleep can be so peaceful. It's the same kind of thing with our muscles. Last time, inhale. Once we just let go and surrender into the muscle, tuck the chin, let it stretch out, the better, the more quality stretch we will have. Shoulders back and down. Okay. Now we're going to lie down onto your mat. We're just going to stretch the body out long here. Now we can bend the knees if you need to. That takes a little pressure off of the low back. Sometimes I like to bend my knees and just kind of get into position here, because if you don't, sometimes that arch in the low back can be pretty high. So we're just going to stretch the legs out nice and long right here. And I'm going to reach my hands towards one wall, point my toes. I don't have a wall out, but I'm just going to point the toes away. So you're just reaching nice and long. go. Nice big stretch right here. The low back will probably start to arch up off of the mat. Maybe not necessarily anything but the spine. You'll feel the spine start to roll up. You may still feel your skin in contact with the mat. That's okay. I want you to notice the spine though. Start to lift up. Now we're going to bring the arms down into our cactus position. So bring the arms down like goalposts. Feel the shoulder blades right here. Hands are just dragging along the ground, and then just rest the hands down. Chest is lifted just a little bit. Now with your right hand, inhale, reach back up, overhead, so towards the wall, overhead in this position. Then pull back down into your cactus position. Now left arm reaches up. You may feel nothing into the arms. You may feel a whole lot into the arms and into the shoulders. Right back down. Both arms reach up and then pull down. But again, we're just going for motion and breath. Relax the arms down and then start to bend right knee and left knee. You should feel more arch through the low back. Keep your belly pulled in. And then as you exhale, just gently start to press the small of your back down a little bit more. There's still going to be a natural arch into the back. But with my pelvis in this position, it tilts up so it flattens out through the low back a little bit more here. I'm going to bring the arms down to my side. I'm going to draw my right knee in towards my chest. And I'm going to hug my knee in as close as you can. Now again, if you have stomach issues, you can bring the leg to the side a little bit more, so it's to the side of your body instead of right down, compressing on the belly. Just pull it in right here, so I'm getting some hip flexor stretch. Left leg can stay bent to take pressure off of the low back, or it can extend out long, your choice. Now I'm just going to take that right leg again. I'm going to flex through my foot. I'm going to keep the knee in as close to my chest, to my body as I can, and then I'm going to take a hold of my hamstrings, so right under the leg. Now with the knee bent and keeping in that hold of the hamstrings with the thigh close to my chest, I'm just going to start to straighten, kick that leg out as much as I can, and then right back down. Now if you'll notice, my leg had a little bit of a jump in there. That's that stretch that's not sure it wants to happen. Come back down one more time, but I want your knee close to your chest. So sometimes we'll let off and we'll straighten here. That's not the stretch we're going for. Hold in, kick the foot up, right back down. You should feel a whole lot through the front thigh muscle, the quad muscle. Kick up and back down. Now I'm going to decrease some of that pressure on into the body. I'm going to release the leg out just a little bit more, and then I'm going to start to straighten as much as I can. Now, if the leg is bent here and you can't really straighten, then release the leg out a little bit more until it comes completely straight. We're going for a hamstring and a glute stretch here. If it feels like it's not really coming in at all, hold in and keep the bend in the knee, but I want you to try to straighten as much as you can. 2 more breaths here. Each exhale, maybe just a little release through the arms and the leg comes in a little bit more. Maybe. 1 more breath. Perfect. Now, we're going to start with bringing the heel towards the glute 1 more time, bending at the knee. Releasing the foot down towards the mat. And I go ahead and press away 1 more time. Good. Reach the arms overhead once more. And then this time we're going to bring the arms out and around to the side, getting some rotation through the shoulders. Right knee can bend if you need it to. Left knee bends, and then I draw the left knee in towards my chest. So I'm coming in that direction. Again, if you need the knee out to the side a little bit more, that's okay. You don't want to compress too much on the belly, and that can be any gastrointestinal issues going to start to take the hands to the hamstrings. I'm going to flex through the foot. So that means when I flex, it's like I'm standing on the foot. I wouldn't point my toes and stand up. I keep the foot nice and flat. And then gently just start to straighten the leg as much as you can. And right back down. Straighten as much as you can. Notice I'm keeping the leg pulled in towards my chest. Back down. Lift, 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 lift. And back down. 2 more. You should be feeling a whole lot through the hip flexor. That's the crease where the leg and the torso meet. Once more. Kick up and back down. Again, I'm trying to keep my arms as relaxed as I can. I'm holding the leg in, but more of that holding is keeping it close to the body, not pulling with the arms, not muscling into it. I'm going to straighten the leg as much as I can. So then I can start to back off of that hamstring stretch. My legs are super tight today. My muscles are bouncing. If you're in the same position, if you feel the same thing, it's okay. Breathe into it and allow the muscles to relax as much as they can. Couple more breaths here. We can draw the leg in closer to the body if that's in your stretch today. 1 more. Now start to bend the knee again, heel towards your glute. Release through the hamstrings. Slide out long 1 last time. Reach up nice and tall. This time I'm going to keep my arms down, but I'm going to start to reach them towards the front of the room. So they don't come overhead, they're still on the floor. They're just reaching to the right side. And then I'm just going to lift my legs and bring them over to the right side as well. So I get a nice stretch through the left side of my body. Nice work. All right, back to center, and we're going to do the same thing over to the left side. So I start with the arms. Left arm coming over. So this is like our standing side bend position. And then I start to bring the legs over if I feel like I need a little bit more into my right side. Perfect. Breathe. And come back to center. Good. Now we're going to bring the knees in. And I'm just going to keep the feet out wide and just press over to the right side. Back to center. And a small press over to the left. Good, we're going to come to the right side 1 more time. And this time I'm going to roll onto my right and I'm going to press myself to seated. My friends, you have done 24 workouts 2 times now. Good, inhale, bring the arms overhead. Excellent work. We were sticking with 24, so we had another set here. I am so proud of you. Inhale. You know. Now you've got to get 24 ounces of water in the next 2 hours. Good. Perfect, friends. Thank you for choosing to practice